Hi, everyone. Lisa Haven here, and I have a huge report to share with you guys. And this one, on the Supreme Court, what's going on there? And I've brought on a specialist. As you guys know, I've had Larry Nichols on my channel before. He helped expose a lot of the things that happened with Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. He was Bill Clinton's advisor for 10 years. So I figured I'd bring him on to talk about all the political aspects of what is going on. So Larry, are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect.
How are you?
I'm doing good, and I had to bring him on via phone because we had so many Skype complications. So, Larry, what's going on? What do you think of Donald Trump's latest pick, Brett Kavanaugh? What's going on?
Well, Lisa, I don't know that man. What I know is what is fixing to happen to him. And, folks, we have gotten to a point, Lisa, to where he's going to be destroyed. He's literally going to be destroyed. The Democrats have made a pledge. They're not going to let him or anyone else get through and get confirmed. So we have brought, you were talking about me with the Clintons. This is the system we used in Arkansas so bloody well. No man is clean other than Jesus Christ. Everybody's got something. And we knew that. So whenever somebody was giving Bill Clinton trouble, we'd go out, dig stuff up on them. And if there wasn't anything bad about them, we'd make it up. But when we got through with what was called the Clinton roast, when we got through with people, not a word, Lisa, they never raise their head up or stick their hand up again to say they know anything. And what we're facing today, when Bill Clinton came into office as president, he started this thing rolling big time. Now there's no honor. There's no honor in Washington. Remember, Lisa, when congressmen and senators would come in, people would say the Honorable Lisa Haven, right? The Honorable Larry Nichols. You notice that's pretty much dropped now because they're not honored. And they're literally out to tear this man and his family up. And what's sick, Lisa, is for what? For what? To get at Trump. To simply get at Trump.
Do you think he's a good pick, or what do you think? I mean, he did a lot of work with the Bushes. Obviously, he was involved with that, and he was a never Trumper. What do you think about him overall?
I've had a couple of people I've talked to that I respect very much in law, and I have been told 2 times. Now, that's not everybody in America, and that's not every legal scholar, but I have been told twice that his judicial record stands well.
Okay.
Stands well. And what he does with his judicial record as a Supreme Court justice is significant. You see, Lisa, when a person is appointed to the Supreme Court, you're to leave your party affiliation behind. You're to leave your political bias at the door. You're to rule specifically on the Constitution. And, by the way, you're to apply the Constitution. Lisa, you are not there, or you're not supposed to be there, to interpret the Constitution. Did you know that?
Right.
That's all they do now is interpret the Constitution.
Well, I mean, that's supposed to be at the core of it. They're supposed to put the Constitution at the core of every decision that they make.
That's right.
And unfortunately, for generations, okay, the liberal left is crying about 2 Trump picks from Donald Trump, one's in the future, and whatnot. But let's remember, they've held that thing for a many number of years. And then we lost Anthony Scalia, which we could get into that conspiracy and all of that, but that's for another day. But I mean, they literally held that position. And just because now it's falling on the other side, they're throwing a fit, screaming out impeachment, screaming that they should surround the White House. All these crazy things, just because of what's going on with the pick here. And yeah, it's our turn to have a little bit of a headway there on the Supreme Court. But in general, so what if one leans more one way or the other? The absolute truth is they really need to follow the Constitution. They need to follow the ground lines they were given. And if they follow that, then it really wouldn't matter. But the truth is, those on the far left have broken the constitutional laws and do not follow the constitutional laws. And as a result, they're throwing a fit because they're calling our Constitution outdated. So I'm excited, I guess, to see where this goes. And I hope he's the best pick out there. I know there are other picks that I thought were a little better, but it is what it is. And I think, at this time, it's a game that has to be played. And I'm looking forward to some better decisions by the Supreme Court, which have already happened. They've already voted on the cake thing and, in favor of the shop owner. I don't think anybody should be forced either way to do something they don't want to do. That's the ultimate end of it. Don't force someone to bake a cake for a homosexual. Don't force a homosexual to make it for a straight couple, whatever the case may be. There is a freedom of that denial in that case, but, so much going on.
Well, there is. And look, guys, I was with Clarence Thomas through Anita Hill. And folks, that was tough. That was truly tough for those of you that are old enough to remember that skirmish with Al Sharpton and the gang. But this one's going to be worse. It's been elevated to an art now, an art form of destroying people. But you're exactly right, Lisa. Thank God we're able to get at least a seemingly conservative, moral person, Christian, in the Supreme Court, because you do know, Lisa, if that court if it got stacked the other way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what would happen? Republicans are not as likely, Lisa. Republican Supreme Court justices, as you've seen with that John Roberts and Obamacare, etc., Republican Supreme Court justices are not as likely to vote philosophically as the Democrats. That's all they do. That's what they do.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. What way do you see the country going in the very near future with the latest picks on the Supreme Court, with all the scandals going on, with Trump, with the left literally going loony, screaming civil war, screaming attack them like Maxine Waters at restaurants, deny them from restaurants, all of this? Where do you see this all headed?
Well, where I see it headed is not good. Number one, folks, y'all need to do yourself a favor. Excuse me, with my horses. Y'all need to do yourself a favor. And whenever you see the name Trump applied politically to something, take his name out and use us. Use us. You see, the battle that Trump is in, they're going to get rid of Trump. But what they're really saying, Lisa, is that we get rid of us. We should have no say in how this government should run. It should be for the elite. And where we're headed now, I have never seen, and I'm a pretty good student of history politically and lived a lot of history politically. I've never seen a day before where it was announced by 60 Democrats in the House that if they win in November, if they sweep and get control of the House in November, they've already declared they're impeaching Trump without any case that's been brought forward for impeachment other than people claiming stuff. Nothing's been proven. Yet they're already saying they're going to impeach it. And I assure you, they've got to get rid of Trump if they are to take over our form of government and transform it. Which is what this group, some call it Bilderberg, some call it Trilateral, some call it whatever. The truth they do have members of all the different liberal take over the world groups, but the actual group itself, the brains behind it's called the Progressive Council. And Lisa, they've been trying for years to get control of the United States of America and put us under this quasi socialist, communist form of government. And when they do, they will have control of the world. But they got to get us, and look how close, at least they were to having they had Hillary Clinton won.
Well, would you agree with me when I say this is a battle of globalists versus nationalists, not your left versus your right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm proud you said that, because to all of our quote-unquote liberal friends, you better watch out. If they win, it's going to rob you of your country as well. You know, you're not going to be able in countries like Venezuela, Russia, Iran. You notice there they don't get away with all these protests against the government typically.
No, because they're controlled.
They're controlled.
Power.
You go standing up, knocking the government and saying Iran, and guess what's going to happen?
They can control. Yeah.
You know, our liberal buddies are to wake up to the blacks. You better wake up. If Hillary gets her way, or if the Progressive Council gets control of our country, I'm telling you, you're going to be put back in slavery, essentially. It's going to affect us all of us. And I get amazed, Lisa, at the media. You know, the media is so complicit in this. Are they so stupid that they don't see if we become a communist, socialist form of government, they're going to be thrown out?
I know. And they're paid off. That's why. They're paid, and because they got the money, that they're controlling everything underneath. Well, with that, Larry, we're kind of closing on time. Do you have any last thoughts you want to share, as well as your PayPal information?
Well, listen, we don't need to put PayPal out. What I want people to do is hear me. We must engage. We've got to. We're fighting for our country, and if you don't think we're close to losing it, you're not opening your eyes. This is no game. President Trump is standing alone, whether you totally like him or you don't. He's the first president in a long time, Lisa, that at least is trying against overwhelming odds to do what he said he would do in his campaign. How can we begrudge a man that's trying to do what he said he would do? But he needs help. He needs our help. And in a couple of months, Lisa, I'd like to have the right to come back home, because I'm going to have to ask people to help us. Help us. Because we're going to have to stop them impeaching Trump.
Absolutely. I agree. And I encourage everybody, get out there. Make sure you are registered to vote now, not later, before we get to that point. And, and go to the ballot box. Encourage your friends to do that. Well, I'll leave a link, Larry, to your website. 28 Years to Nowhere? I know
the one that would probably be best for people is Larry Nichols' official site.
Okay. And is that Larry
Nichols? Yes, ma'am.
Is that .com or?
Yes, I think. Oh, no.
I'll pull it and leave it in the description box below for you guys. But yeah, so agreed, Larry. Let's encourage everyone to vote. I'm going to leave a link below. Leave a link below to your book, 28 Years to Nowhere, amazing book that I read. And with that, I just want to say thank you to all of you guys out there. And don't forget to check out my sponsor as well. Without him, I wouldn't be able to be here interviewing Larry, but noblegoldinvestments.com. Big shout out to them. I love them as well. And Larry, I just want to say thank you again for putting everything on the line and risking your life coming on for me.
Oh, you bet, honey. Thank you. Thank you all.
All right. Well, this is Lisa Haven, and that was Larry Nichols signing out.